Hi, my name's Nick, and I'd like to share with you how the Jesus Center brought my heart back to God. But in order to do that, I needed to go back about 20 years when my sister brought me to a church just after my dark years. We were in the service and worship began to play, and people were standing, singing, lifting their hands and voices up to the Lord. It was amazing. It was just amazing. And after worship, the pastor came up on stage and began to preach right out of the Bible, holding his hand there, finger pointing at each verse as he was reading, and he was flipping through pages. He was talking to us, sharing with us the Word of God. It was just amazing. I just loved it. After that, I immediately started serving in the church. I'm from children's ministry to outreaches and eventually into the singles ministry, where eventually I met my wife. After meeting my wife and serving there, we decided, since I was no longer single and we heard that my pastor would be retiring soon, we decided that we'd start looking for another church. But one day I ran into a friend of mine at the Home Depot and I asked him, "Are you teaching anywhere?" And Elliot says, "Yes, I am. I'm teaching at the church called Jesus Center." So immediately that first Sunday I was there at that church, and I was met and greeted by a man, just the most beautiful man, named Captain Ben. And inside the church, the worship started, and that same familiar feeling came over my body. It was just joyful. And after worship, again, the pastor came up on stage and started teaching the Word of God, sharing His Word, and you can just feel His love for God. You can feel His love for His church, and you can just feel who He was, and it was just a beautiful thing, really beautiful thing. And ever since then, I just couldn't get enough. I started serving here again in the children's ministry. I came in after hours to help build the new church that we are in today, and just got really involved. Outreaches on Saturdays and Sundays in San Pedro. There's just so much love and so much things you can do for this church. And I don't know if you can hear the excitement in my voice right now, or if you can tell, I am really excited. And I'm excited today because Pastor Byron McDonald will be teaching at this church. But I'm very excited for today because today we get to hear a message from the man that led my heart to Christ in the church that brought my heart back to God. It's such an honor and a privilege to be a part of this church and to know these pastors and have them in my life and to the teachings that they've given me. But Pastor Daniel, Pastor Byron, thank you so much for your love for God and for His church and His people. May God bless you, and I love you both.